Here we go with solo leveling, but actually, you know what? I feel like getting bullied today, so here we go with actually, hold on. Here we go with Dake Level Up Naken, specifically, episode 11. So yeah, we only got 2 more left. The last episode was a whole lot of like blah blah, chitter chatter, like money talking stuff. But it did kind of get me thinking that, you know, it seems like there is some political like undertones and themes in this series, and like there's definitely like some hierarchies in this you know, hunter, you know, organization. So it got me thinking that if Jin Woo is such a hustler already, then he could, you know, potentially get in a position of power. So it seems like that is what he could do if he wanted to. It definitely seems like he has like the desire, of course, to get money for his like comatose mother, which makes sense, but maybe it doesn't stop there. Maybe he gets greedy. He has this like, you know, inner darkness to him, so I don't see why that could be off the table. Maybe he gets pretty high up in this organization too. It would be interesting to see like how a very like, you know, important figure that Jin Woo, what that could turn out to be. It seems like he's someone who wants to like lay low. So yeah, I'm very interested in like the plot, but I just can't do numbers. So yeah, with that said, let's hop in. Is he with his sidekick? Oh yeah, last time he was just riding off into the sunset. But this one was the first one that was optional. That was my first assumption. It's like the system's telling him that it's not liable for what's going to happen. Oh. That was menacing. Jin is dead. Ooh. I guess a good thing he just knew to go off into the wilderness for this. So Jin was definitely like a thrill seeker, you know? Some people are like... Some people are like, oh man, like a roller coaster, or oh man, like skydiving. And Jinwoo's like, I'm just gonna go fight some goblins and, you know, get dismembered. I'm swirling it because I'm disappointed in you. Yeah, there's a lot of Jins in this series. Oh, well, okay. That's fair. Aw, Jinho's the disappointment. That's the vibe I'm getting. Man, this is more like a dungeon and oh, looks more like a castle. Alright, we're digging the medieval vibes. I feel like he has that. Oh, it's a signature dagger. This is too much to not be able to recover. Like, this thing doesn't even have a face. This is the weakest of them. Now, this is what I'm talking about, though. Ah! Broke that knight's neck! Fatality. Oh, really? Okay, well, I mean, he just has to do that, like, 5 more times. I'm excited though. I'm thinking though, like, you know, the reward has to be like the risk reward factor. I feel like the system hasn't cheaped out on him, you know. So I feel like he's got to be in for something big after this. Maybe this is what he needs to get his mom back in shape, or, you know, get closer to it. Wow, we're getting global. I wonder if this is Jinho's big brother. I wonder how much Jinho is doing this just to like please his family. He's so sheepish. There are so many differences between like the 2 Jins, but this one, you know, he at least likes his family. He's doing all of this like... I feel like Jin Woo is doing all of this like for his family, and I feel like Jin Ho is kind of doing it maybe for his family, but also kind of like in spite of them too. Ooh, a mage! Oh wow, he's studied. I much prefer like old aesthetic than future aesthetic. So this is his reflexes are dang too good for him to be having this whole, like, inner monologue. Just kick armor? Oh my gosh, wow, look at that! Oh, that was mesmerizing. Can I be so for real and say I was almost starting to forget why the series is so hype, but they're jogging the memory. Ooh, they're really jogging the memory with these designs, like the rings, the drip. Got a whole posse about to roll up. Ooh. Well, now he can't make fun of Jinho anymore. So he has the armor on. I want to see him actually wear it. I guess that's definitely not his style, though. Man. There's so much creativity in this. Wow. Is it like a roar? Was that aura? An aurora? Ooh. Is that hair? From like the first episode? Yeah. Oh, that is so regal. Egris the Blood Red. Oh, you know it's deep when they're just a silhouette. Against his little dagger. Uh-huh! That armor, that invisible armor probably just saved his life. I'm surprised he even let him think that sentence. This is insane! We're getting close to cinema here. Jinho, like, or Jinwoo rather, he doesn't really have like techniques or anything, right? Not that I can recall. Our boy needs to conjure some fire or something. The thing is, like, did you just lose your mind? Just swing at him too hard? Stuff like this, maybe I'm reading too deeply into it, but stuff like this really does make me want to see more of like the wider world of these people, because it's like, how do you put yourself in such like fight or flight, high adrenaline situations, and then not just like you have a panic attack anytime like that, like you hear a knock on the door. Like, I would always be on edge. The cape majestically flowing. Alright, so they're probably about to take a dungeon, huh? Yeah. I feel like we aren't even gonna get to see it. Maybe like a blip of it next episode. And they're getting their money's worth out of that cape. Because Jin isn't like extra strong or anything, right? He's just a person. How is this not breaking his bones? Like, how is he walking this off? Oh, he's not. Okay, it's the armor for sure. That rapid punch, that is seared into my mind now. I have to rewatch this episode. This is the first one I feel that way about. I totally... Duh, of course he has abilities. They're just not making a difference right now. It's like he does have abilities, but they're subtle. It's like strength or speed. I'm wrestling so hard this season between this and Ninja Kamui, but this week it's this. Did that just roar? This is too. It's like every way that they could kill him in this room, he's trying to. The pillars and the wall and the floor and the. Jin has got to have like some. Oh wow. That's one way to take the Throne King. Jin has to have some kind of level up, like he has to. Man, so far the women in this series have really just been like for display, so like she just literally makes sandwiches. Okay, for herself at least. Sorry, I don't just remember that his mom's in a coma. It's been a minute since he got to use those windpipes. Ah, just rushes him. It's hard to tell if that thing was in pain, but I think... Jin really just roared right back at him. Not to stab back into the manga! I have absolutely no idea how he overcame that, other than just like, if you're actually in a do or die situation, like you or me, bro, type thing, and you just got that adrenaline rushing. Because that was quite the jump right there, man. I buy it. But I guess just sheer willpower right there. Wow. He's dungeon rich. Really get to see the outline of the armor. Wow. Tasty. Man, they didn't need any like flashy music or like anything, no opera. Like, I mean, I love all that stuff, but the fact that it was just carried by the animation too. Oh, is this not over? Cue the opera! And what is a higher class? Good luck! That's literally what it says in the article, because I just, in my spare time, I look up how to deal with wild animals. That's literally what it says about polar bears. Just good luck. Just infinite waves of enemies? Is this like a timed thing? He just has to do this until the timer runs out? Okay. Not polar bears. At least there's just brown bears. Dang, the next episode is the last one of the season, right? I thought it was going to be chill. Like, Freeman's finale was super chill, but this is not that. How long you can last? Like, until you die, or do you... Oh, until you teleport out. Clever. That's pretty clever. Oh my gosh, he's really playing with his life. So they're not all that strong, but he definitely is reaching his limit. Dude, get out of there! Get out of there! It is just... What is he? Are they gonna break the rock? No, he lost it though. Oh my god. That was pure dang insanity right there. That was that's probably top 10 best anime episodes of the past year. And it wasn't even all that flashy. It was just so carried by like the intensity, I guess, that like the intensity of Jin's character and the intensity of the atmosphere. I feel like just in the animation, obviously, like it's above my pay grade almost to talk about how good the animation is, but I feel like so much of it comes down to like how they utilize the space. Like it was the camera work and the angles, like it was just so like dynamic, I feel like, in a sense. But it was also, since it was just like there weren't like powers or anything like that, it was just kind of like either they were just punching each other or like using their like swords or their weapons or whatnot. It was simple enough to pick up on all the detail. That is my like sweet spot, like fast paced, but I can still like focus on what's going on. That is my sweet spot. So, oh my god, I'd say for me to say that that's probably like the top, like the best fight of this series so far. And the fact that also that I think next week, yeah, it's like the last episode. I think the title said it was Arise, so that makes me think that like Jin is probably going, Wu is probably going to be in for like a deep like power up, like level up to go against these right guys, since he lost the rock. So otherwise, it's like I feel like he either has to go beyond his limits or he just dies in this dungeon, and that's probably not going to happen. Because I know the series is longer than that. So, yeah, I feel like things were kind of slow, and then I was losing, not interest, but I just wasn't super engaged. But I felt like now, if this is what we can be expecting from this point on, periodically, then I am locked in. This episode, I feel like it took, 11 episodes, but this really cemented me as, like, a stan of this series. So, yeah, until next week.